Okay, so let's look at chapter 7. So this is on iteration, and we've seen the for statement. Now we're going to get introduced to the while statement. They start with just some basic ideas of iteration. So assignment, I could take a given variable and just one in a serial fashion, just one time after another, keep changing the value and make a very, very long program that way. But that's where the loops, since we're doing pretty much the same thing, a loop makes that much more compact and so forth. So, not much there, and generally you wouldn't do this, but once in a while you might find a need to actually just list the all the changes you have to make in a big long line. Okay, updating values. So here it's important to remember that this is n here is a storage place, really. So right now it says n equal 5. That means I took 5 and I placed it into that storage. Now the way assignment works is it will do this side and then look here to see where to place it, and that's why you can do this. So it would, we see 3 times n, so that would go to n and find a 5 there, and so then 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Now it's going to take the number 16 and put that into bin n, which many times that's exactly what you want to do, but sometimes you could do it by accident and you end up overwriting something you still needed. Like maybe I needed the 5 and the 16 for some reason. But we've seen that kind of thing before. And then the for loops again. The idea is what f is doing, or what the for loop is doing here, is it just goes through this list. And so we're used to seeing something like at this point for I in range say 6. Get that out of the way. For I in range 6, what we'll do is we will just print I guess. Okay, and if I run that, I get the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, excuse me, notice if I just said, well, print range of 6, and so I'll run that. Oh, well, I thought it was going to actually list out the numbers. Wonder why. I don't know. I thought it would. So I thought it was going to list out the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a list that looked, where are we? That looked a lot like that, so a square bracket and so forth. So let's try that with the numbers 0 through 5. I mean, just to kind of see that they are doing the same thing. Okay, so instead of range here, what I'm going to do is put a square bracket. Okay, square bracket, and then put 0, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. And I'll get rid of this thing. And let's run cells. And you see it looks exactly the same as when I said range of 6. And that is because it is exactly the same as range of 6. That range of 6 is actually keeping track of a list just like that. and so you know, that's what's happening is it's doing a for loop over whatever list you have here. And you know, and if I'm doing numbers, you know, in a sequence, oh yeah, that range function is much easier to work with. And you know, it says here's a little vocabulary. So running through all the items is called traversing the list, or a list traversal, and that's really, you know, that's what we want you to get out of this. So there's 7.1 to 0.73, 7.1 to 7.3, and you know, that really is, in essence, it's kind of review. So we'll stop there to start the new stuff.